I bleed and we both bleed, yes, we gon' see. Gon' see. I need more you need more me. If I bleed and we both bleed, guess we gon' see. I need more you need more me. I need more you need more me. I need something. Ooh, that girl, she something. Took that shot and sunk it. My last ship, I sunk it. Now that bitch got nothing. I've been undercover shit. I've been under no ties. I've been on my own time and I put in overtime. It might be a long ride. I throw it in overdrive. I ain't crossing no lines. I'm making my own lines. Yeah.
Last Laugh fam, what is up? We are back, episode 14. It has been a while, too long. I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit, lazy. Look at me. I've been making food videos instead. Go figure. But we're here. We're back. We got some new sponsors. Actually, all the bullshit. We're here with Shake and Bake.
What's up, buddy?
That's a joke because he's my number 2 because I'm number 1 in Albuquerque. Remember that?
What if you think about one time that I might win the race, Ricky? What if I win the race, Ricky?
What's his name?
It's Cal Naughton Jr.
Yeah, Cal Naughton Jr. No, I'm just kidding. But we're here with one of my best friends, one of the other very, very good comics in Albuquerque, Noah Vargas, ladies and gentlemen. Host of Improvised Intelligence, used to be Only Kings. But we're no kings.
Depends on if you like Maduro or not, apparently.
Yeah, for sure. But we're here in the very excited. We're
very
here
excited.
in the new the newest comedy room in Albuquerque. We're gonna turn this into a comedy room. You guys heard it here first. We're at Two Cranes, Bistro and Brew.
Yep, Bistro and Brew
Inside.
off of Rio Grande and the freeway.
Yes.
Like he was saying, this is going to be the newest comedy room. Based off of ticket sales alone, this is going to be the newest comedy room in Albuquerque, by the way. We're already at 70% sold. We just did a count tonight.
And with comps and like friends that we have coming,
the majority aren't, though.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I was looking at because we use Hold My Ticket here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Fuck Eventbrite. It's too complicated. And I was looking at our sales, and yeah, I'd say probably 80% of them are people that we have no idea who they are.
Yeah, for sure.
It's great.
Yes.
And I just ran that Facebook ad for $1 a day, and it's working out.
Shout out to Trish Smart. She is a smart lady. She put us on the game, that podcast.
Yep.
$1 a day, and it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he said, I don't think he sent me, because obviously we get to see your guys' names when you buy the tickets on the thing, and we don't know any of them.
Well, okay, I know a few.
Okay, well, we know her. We know my girl's mom.
The vast
she bought
majority
one.
We don't know.
But yeah, I mean, 89%,
Yep.
95% we don't know.
It's like, and even from the people that I do know, only 2 of them that got tickets are people that have been to a show before.
Yeah, for
Otherwise, it's people that have been wanting to go to a show, haven't been to one. And I sent out texts today. I was like, hey, man, I'm getting an official count of what the room capacity is to fire code. Not just like, oh, well, how many can we see or whatever. The fire code, what can we do without breaking too many laws? And as of 15 minutes ago, it's 70% sold out. And off camera, shout out to the owner of this place. Thank you for having us, Rob.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna do right by this room. You guys know we'd been missing. We hadn't been since Safe House, and we would pack that out for you guys, and we're ready to come back over here and pack it out. One thing, I know it's Noah's on the episode, but I did win Comic of the Year in Albuquerque. So I want to thank you guys for that, for voting for me, for doing all that. Feels good to be there. Gonna stay here. Gonna try and keep going. What's up, Devin? This is my dog, Devin.
And credit where it's due, truly. This time last year, when I guess a little bit earlier, maybe 13 months ago, when they revealed the last Best of ABQ winner, it was Trip Solnecki, great comic, definitely deserved it.
Shout out to Trip.
This guy calls me and he goes, "I'm gonna win it next year. I'm gonna win it next year." I was like, all right, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
And you did it, dude. You did it. You didn't campaign for it. You didn't run ads on it. You just. It happened.
Organically grown. Loyal to the soil, baby. Thank you, 505. That shit's dope. Next year, I think, what do they do? KOB does a best of the state on the news. Mm-hmm. Don't know if they do comedians, but let's win that.
Yeah,
let's make them do comedians.
They need to do comedians, and obviously I'm biased, but they need to do podcasts.
Yeah, for sure.
They need to do podcasts.
But you also should have, when you guys listen to this, when the voting starts, I think in May or something like that, vote for Noah for podcast, not comic, because vote for me. But I mean, whoever you guys think is funnier. But no, we have a dope show coming up, so we're gonna start AJ DeLeon and the homies. We're gonna try and do it. Not try. We're gonna do it monthly. This first lineup that we got going for you guys is crazy. We got me, we got Noah, we got Jake Otero, we got Cardo Mad, Josh Fournier. We got some comics coming from Austin.
Yep.
So it's gonna be dope. You guys don't want to miss it. We're gonna try and do it the best we can in here to make it like feel like a comedy lounge.
Well, I've been telling all my friends that this is a great room to convert into a legit like comedy room. Like I was in, so I'm sure we'll get into this a little bit later, but when we went out to LA and we both did the Comedy Store,
Yes.
when we went out and did that, so I played in the Belly Room, and I'd never been there before, obviously, didn't know, I saw pictures, whatever. The room is probably about as big as this place if you knock down that wall.
Yeah, for
and then
sure.
added like risers to this to raise this up. They have a little like secondary area where judges for roast battle and all that stuff will sit there. And it's a great room, obviously, for stand up. And this room can be converted into something like that. They already have the blackout shades. The lights already go down. It's real intimate. It's real tight. And all you got to do in here is put a mic and a PA system and a spotlight. And and I've been telling all my friends that were interested in the show, so I'm like, look, this is going to be converted as much into a comedy club as humanly possible.
Yeah,
like
for when we do the shows here, 100%.
This is going to be the premier spot for local stand-up. It's going to be this and then the clubs.
Yeah, let's get people here. Let's do
Yeah.
it. That's our goal with everything is to be the best.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to, if we get the opportunity to make this the best, do the best. I mean, we've been to Austin. The Austin comedy scene's crazy.
Yeah.
And how many places do you go in how many places did we do comedy at that's a bar and a restaurant first, and then you go to the back and it's comedy?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And,
It's obviously because Austin's just become a huge capital for it, but it's become almost a necessity for businesses to have a stand-up, a venue space or a VIP space in the back that can be used for stand-up
on
shows.
6th Street.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's at least 15 of them that we ran into.
Yeah, for sure.
It's great, man. And I had another point that I wanted to bring up. That's just my train of thought, but it's going to be a great show.
Until
dude.
that comes back.
Yeah, it's just going to be great.
So we went, what was it, December, when did we drive out there? December 6th?
Yeah.
December 6th, California. We went out there. No plans of getting on any shows. We were like, we're going to just go out there and see what we can do.
Horrible idea.
Horrible idea. We get there. So we drive out there, obviously. Nitty. Shout out to Nitty. Mm-hmm. He's going to be here for some shows in February. Hits me up. We get out there. It's my girlfriend's birthday. Shout out to my girlfriend for sacrificing the day of her birthday for this. But it's crazy. So, guys, we're in the Hollywood Hills. We're off. Where are we off? Sunset Boulevard. I had just gone into the dopest store, Slasher World. Shout out Slasher World.
Cool place.
Yeah, go out. If you guys can go there, go to Slasher World. And I get a message from Nitty, and he's like, yo, super last minute. He's like, but if you can get to the Comedy Store at, I think, 4, he's like, you're on the show tonight. And I was like, babe, it is your birthday. I know we're out here for your birthday, but this is the Comedy Store. And she was like, what's the Comedy Store? You buy stuff there? No, I'm just kidding. That's not what she said. But she was like, what's the Comedy Store?
Best comic in Albuquerque, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I was like, it's the Comedy Store. And she's like, what is it? And I was like, anyone that you've ever heard of that's done comedy, her specifically. And because she hasn't heard of many people.
Yeah.
I was like, they started at the Comedy Store.
Yep.
And she was like, okay. She kind of got, and obviously we ended up going there. We saw, who do we see? Young Gravy.
Yeah.
Young Gravy. We saw the Bobby Lee show was right after you met.
I met Homelander. That was sick. I met Anthony Starr. Cool, scary guy, but cool guy. Met Homelander. Yeah.
We met a bunch of people. I get to do time on the same stage that, I mean, the crazy thing is having that picture that I have on my Instagram, and like just seeing Robin Williams' name right next to me, which is sick because like growing up, Robin Williams is like as a millennial, you know, like Robin Williams. We grew up with Robin Williams movies,
Yep.
and we didn't really see his stand up. You know, I never really knew that he was that's. Where'd you see his stand up at? Like before, or did you see him live?
I saw him live in San Diego.
Oh, that's fucking.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's sick. I wish.
Robin Williams stand-up was insane.
Yeah, I've seen the videos now, but that's.
Other than the fact that he drank 503 bottles of water.
That's a
Like throughout his life, like that's it. Only 503.
He's like, that's why he killed himself. No. Like you're saying, like during his set, was he just chugging waters? Some people do that. Okay, we're off topic, but have you noticed, like, I always freak out when comics are like chugging waters and sweating.
So-
and, like, why do they sweat? I'm fat. And I don't even sweat like that.
So, I mean, I'm sure the sweating's a whole different situation, but this is true. This is true. But I will say this: the only time I've ever had a drink with me on stage was the first time that we did Dry Heat years ago.
Yeah.
We did Dry Heat, and I had a water on stage. I had a Liquid Death on me or with me on stage. And I thought I got a bigger laugh than I actually did. So the laughter pops. I'm like, oh, I can get a drink of water now. I can look cool. As I start to drink the water, the laughter dies, and in the mic, you hear me gulp. And I'm like, oh, shit. All right, well, we're not drinking
That's
water on
funny.
stage anymore.
Okay, yeah. So back to that.
No.
So
But as people who love
What's up, Last Laugh fam? This episode is sponsored by The Butcher over here in Vernon Speakeasy. Come any Wednesday to Sunday. Everything is $10, guys, before 11. So get over here. Remember to shout them out. Thank you, Last Laugh fam.
stand-up comedy and appreciate it, especially us older people,
yeah.
we will always know one thing, that the bit that Robin Williams did about golf and St. Andrews was probably one of the greatest bits of all time.
For sure, we're not. We wouldn't argue with you. 100%. That's a good bit.
Yeah. Well, because then you have guys like Ron White, where he would be on stage with a full whiskey set, right?
Yeah,
he'd have
for
he'd have a decanter, he'd have his glass of whiskey, he'd have a separate glass in case I don't know someone stole that one. He had a cigar, he had the ashtray for the cigar, and then in a few of his sets you can see he has a small box, like not a humidor, but a small box with other cigars in it. And so some people make it part of their set. Now, granted, he had to go full sober and go to rehab and all that, but it's aside from the fact.
For sure.
Anyway, so we go out so we go out to
that.
LA. You do the Comedy Store. You should probably explain, like, there's people that might even know what potluck is. Like, there is a significance behind doing potluck. So kind of explain what the show was that you did.
So it's technically it's a glorified open mic at what it is. Comics go, you sign up, they choose from it, and that's how the Comedy Store hires their regulars. So that's how you get to become a door guy, or that's how you become a paid regular. Anyone that you've seen ever get passed there or do any type of paid stuff there, if they're at the door, they were on the potluck first, which is how you do it. So we got to do it in front of the booker. She was there, and like, it's cool. I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I did my best stuff. I did exactly what I did. I got laughs. It went good, but it could have went better 100%. There wasn't that many people in there because the Comedy Store, if you guys haven't been there, they'll start a show at 6 p.m. and they'll have shows run all the way till like 2 in the morning.
Yep. And
people are filtering in and out. So like by the time the first guy went, there was only one couple in the crowd. By the time I went, I was 9th. There was probably 6 couples scattered throughout, and then probably like 25 comics.
I say a wall of comedians
and
in the back.
and then the booker. And I definitely did a good job. I got the laughs that I felt that I usually get, but there's some people that are so good. That dude that went like 2 people after me, where he was talking about how everyone's mom's a hoe.
Oh yeah.
Like that's when you watch someone, and I was like, "Oh, that's a set." And like I was even looking back at the booker. She's writing shit down his whole set. You know, like that's like a level that I definitely want to get to, and definitely, it's good for us to branch out because we have to work on material that's not just New Mexico centric.
So yes, it's working on stuff that's not New Mexico centric, but then also finding a way to take the local New Mexico humor and converting that to, and credit where it's due, I got this advice from Zach Abeda very early on, whereas if you're going to do, I know, but if you're going to do New Mexico material outside, you need to find a way to teach them about New Mexico.
For sure.
And not just hope that it lands.
Yeah, like I won't give away your bit, but your high school stuff, the way that you were able to do that in the so anyways, we'll backtrack.
We'll get to
we
that,
both get so I get to do the Comedy Store that night. Then I go out and I eat at this beautiful sushi restaurant with my girlfriend, which was awesome. And then her sister had our fucking nephew. So we decide to turn around the next morning. Well, we were gonna stay the whole time. We went and got these bagels. My girlfriend's being a crybaby. It's her first what do you say in the like niece or nephew in the family. She's an auntie. Her and her sister are best friends. So I'm a good boyfriend, right? And I like happy wife, happy life. So I said, let's just turn around. We'll drive back straight right now. Noah can have the Airbnb, stay there the rest of the week. We didn't even get to go to the Airbnb once. That we paid $1,200 for. We didn't go to the Airbnb once. But it's okay because we have a beautiful nephew. He came safe. Shout out to Tina and Micah and Mateo. Dope. He's cute. But anyways, so we leave. Now I'm going to pass the story to you. So what happens after we leave?
Yeah, so they split, and I was like, all right, it is jerk-off session. That is all I'm going to do in this Airbnb is no. So they split. I was like, all right, well, I've got time in L.A. What can I do that's productive? I looked at open mics, and I was like, well, they're scattered around the city. Parking here is a pain in the ass, and I'm just not going to put up with that. I have a couple of podcasts lined up. 2 of the 3 ended up falling through. But for good reasons, because both of the comics had opportunities during the day they had to go take care of. I forgot what Nitty had something cool come up, and then my boy CJ out there, he ended up getting an audition for a pretty big TV show that I can't talk about, but he got an audition for that. But I did get to do a podcast with his homie. Shout out to Mark Ellis, super cool guy, regular at the store. He's been passed at the store, Laugh Factory, Improv. I was watching him do like movie commentary and movie podcasting back when I was like in high school.
Okay,
so
for sure.
Super cool to fucking meet that guy and talk with him. And then I was like, okay, well, I didn't, because I signed up for Potluck as well. I didn't get pulled, but I was like, okay, I want to see if the Laugh Factory does it, the Improv does it. Improv does it, but they canceled it. So I was like, okay, the Laugh Factory does it. And the Laugh Factory on their website says this is when sign up is. First 10 people are guaranteed stage time. And then after that, it's a draw, like a potluck type of thing. So I was like, okay, well, I've got literally nothing to do today. I'm going to show up 2.5 hours early and get guaranteed stage time.
For sure.
Like, I'm not going to not.
For sure.
I'm not going to be lazy. So I show up, and thank God I did, because I remember I show up to the Laugh Factory, and there's a lady standing out there, and I walk up, and she goes, hey, are you a comic? I'm like, yeah. She goes, yeah, I just got here a couple minutes ago. I didn't know people were going to start signing up, so I showed up early. I was like, all right, sounds good. I lean against the wall, maybe 30 seconds goes by, and 15 people line up.
For sure, right away.
So I was like, and this is, because they start doing the draw doors open at 4:30. They do the draw, or they start it at 5:30, something like that. And I got there at 3. So an hour and a half before doors even open, there's 15 people.
For sure.
And it's the same thing. Like, you're auditioning for the club, you're in front of the bookers, all that stuff. So we go in, they sit us down, before they do that, the main door guy, because I didn't even know if Laugh Factory has door guys. I didn't see him walking around, but like the main doorman, this giant, he's like 6'3", easily like 280.
A real door guy.
Yeah, Australian guy walks out, and he goes, all right, first 5 people are guaranteed stage time, and everyone else is a luck of the draw. I was like, oh, well, thank God I showed up. So I'm number 2. So we sit down, and they do the callbacks for people who got called to audition. I go up, I do my spot, and I'm not gonna lie, I fucking murdered. I wish I could have recorded it, but they said no recording, no nothing, and I was like, all right, that sucks. But it was funny. So we get in there, and me and this black dude, we're about to go sit down, and he goes, hey man, he said no pictures, but there ain't nobody in here. let's get our picture on the stage. So
For
like
sure,
a bunch
yeah.
of 5-year-olds, we take our picture on the stage, like, all right, sick. Then the show or the open mic starts. I do my set. I sit back down, and this lady that I met out front, she's sitting in front of me. She passes me a note, and she goes, "Text me at this number for your pictures." And I was like, "No shit." So she got pictures of me. So the picture I put on Facebook or on Instagram and all that was actually me doing my set.
Oh, sick.
So
Okay,
that
for
was
sure.
sick, right?
Yeah.
So they go through everything. People get picked, whatever, and then they're like, "All right, these people are getting called back to audition for the club. 1, 2, 3. I don't get picked." I'm like, that makes sense. Whatever. Moving on. And then a guy comes up on stage, hands the doorman 2 more names, and he goes, "Oh, we've got 2 more. Noah Vargas and Dimitri fucking whoever." And I was like, "Oh shit, no way." So I wait for everyone to leave. I go talk to him and the bookers and the booker's assistant. And as I'm waiting in line to talk to these guys, the booker assistant points at me and he goes, "Hey, that's Noah. He's fucking funny." And I was like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
So I walk in, like, "Hey, nice to meet you guys," whatever. And the guy's like, the host's like, "Yeah, you're really funny." And then the doorman said the same thing. And the booker's like, "Yeah, you're going to come back next week. You're going to do a little more time. You're going to do 3 to 5 minutes. You can be a little more blue. And we'll see if you can be at this club." So obviously I'm freaking the fuck out.
For sure.
And the rest of the trip was cool. Oh, because then the Comedy Store was the next night. So the show that I did in the Belly Room was set of the night. Same thing. It's a lottery system. The amount of drinks you get is how many signups you get. So I had like 3 beers, and then Nitty and his buddy gave me 3 of their signups. So I fucking flooded the pot. I got second. So I got pulled second. I go up, do the same exact materials. I only had like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Go up, murder again. That was insane. So I murder again, and I go sit back down, and the whole setup of that show is it's 30 comics, and there's probably about 60, 70 of them in the room.
Yeah.
So 30 comics, winner gets, or the top 4 get picked to do a longer set at a real show later that night, and then the winner of that gets potluck. So that shows how important potluck is, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So, but the show started late, and they're going a long time. They're like, "Hey, we're not going to do that bullshit. Number 1 guy gets potluck." I don't know who won because by the time that I left, it was probably 12:15 in the morning,
sure,
and I had to
yeah,
drive
they
back
go
the next.
forever, yeah.
And I had to drive back the next day. But what was cool was I'm staying throughout the show, and the host, there's like a panel of, it's almost like Kill Tony, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's a panel of door guys and regulars, and they're all like, "Oh, this is actually a really good show. We normally have a bunch of shitheads, but like all these comics are really funny." And like 3 times during the show, they're like, "Hey, that kid from Albuquerque was really fucking good though." So and I was just sitting by, I was like, "Hey, thanks, man."
Yeah,
So that
for
was
sure.
sick, and then came back, and then so the next week I drive back to LA, and didn't go that way. I'm not gonna lie, they made me go. I was the first one to go audition for the Laugh Factory. I go back the next week. I'm the first one up. Cold open the room. They only let me do 4 minutes. Yeah, 3 to 4 minutes, and I got laughs like where I needed them, and I made the Booker laugh on my Oreo joke.
Okay.
That one got him, and then my I forget what I closed with, but anyway, so made the book laugh a couple times. That felt good. I got laughs at the bare minimum to see I didn't bomb, but
yeah.
it didn't go phenomenal,
For sure.
or else my entire fucking Instagram page would have been, "I'm a Laugh Factory unpaid regular, suck
for
my
sure,
dick,"
for
but
sure.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was sick going out to Cali, man. We got to do the Comedy Store.
For sure.
Be able to do the Laugh Factory
Comedy
was
Store,
fucking
Laugh
sick.
Factory.
It was good, man.
New York's next for sure. We got to do something. What do they have? What's like the big one out there? The Cellar.
So there's the Comedy Cellar, there's the Stand, and then what is it? It's not Boston Comedy Club that's out. There's another one that's like a different city that's out there. Okay. There's a few major clubs out there, but being able to figure that out. But then at the same time, we were talking to Che in the green room over at Hyenas.
And he said it's hard.
What he had to say, that dude has almost 1 million. He has more than 1 million followers across all social media platforms. And even it was tough for him to get spots.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I'll be happy with going to New York and like just one night, just doing open mics till 4 a.m, like Jake talked about. You know what I mean? Like that'll be cool to have one of those nights.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about what else that's happened. Comedy wise, I think we covered it. You guys make sure that you guys get here on the 24th. I think we're gonna try and do the 3rd Saturday of every month, right?
Yeah, that would be nice. And be like I said, being able to do the open mic, being able to turn this into a bi-weekly room would be cool because it'd be a limited. Because I know it's on the flyers. Okay, I understand that it's on the flyers, but it is very limited seating.
Very.
Here. Like, we're going to squeeze 30 to 35 audience members in here. And it's a perfect room for it.
Yeah.
But what's nice about that is we can get a revolving door of people, both audience members and new comics.
And you guys fucked up if you didn't come to this first one because it was free. We're definitely charging your asses after that because, for one, #1 comic in Albuquerque. For two, have a lot of fucking people that we've met, and the February show we're gonna have someone big out here. That I mean, they're I won't take it away from him, but they're bigger. You know, like it's Nitty. He's gonna be on the show.
Yeah,
and like that's someone that. I mean, crazy podcast, lots of followers. You're not going to see a guy at a show like this.
At the store regularly opens for Russell Peters and a bunch of his comedy friends.
He's going to India.
Yeah.
And opening for Russell Peters for like 6 shows.
He has a comedy spot on the official Don't Tell.
Yeah.
So he's got a Hulu credit and a major YouTube credit.
For sure.
To the point that you're getting at, we need money to be able to pay these people to get out here.
So we're going to charge you guys.
To make it worth their time, because we've got people in LA we can get out here. We got people out in Austin, out in Denver that we can figure out. New York connections that we can get out here.
For sure.
But the shit costs money. And quite frankly, marketing. Marketing costs money too.
Which is dope. Shout out to Tori. They've been posting it and sharing it, and they're gonna let us do something special with here. So we're gonna make it something special for you guys. We'll end on this. We're getting close to 30-ish minutes. This is gonna be a shorter episode, by the way, guys, because Two Cranes does close, unfortunately, on. What's up, Last Laugh fam? This episode is sponsored and brought to you by Strange Kind Ballooning out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We got our pilot right here, Adam, certified pilot. And so if you guys want to book a flight, you guys want to get up in the air, Balloon Fiesta time, whenever, go to strangekindballooning.com, Strange Kind Ballooning on Instagram. They'll be in the podcast bio. Fuck yeah, hopefully we land. At 9 on weekdays, which is reasonable. But we're going to nerd out for a second. Doomsday, dude. Are your hopes higher for it than they were, or are you going to keep them low?
It's so, I know we don't have a whole lot of time, so I'll just be quick. So Marvel's been in the can for years, and everyone saw this coming, but I mean, it's an incredible...
Real quick, they messed up by doing all the shows and dumping stuff so much, right? And why did they decide to do that? Do you know why they decided to do that?
So the long story short of it is going into the pandemic, it seems like there was a bad timing for everything entertainment right before the pandemic happened. But so what happened was Bob Iger was the head of Disney. And obviously everyone knows Disney owns Marvel. And so Bob Iger retires from Disney and Bob Chapek comes in and replaces him. Now Bob Chapek decides that the best way to move forward with Marvel is that they are, you have all the messaging stuff. But aside from that, it is business, but the actual release part of the business side is that he always wanted Marvel products to be in circulation, whether it was in the theaters or on Disney Plus, because they wanted to push their new platform. Couple issues with that, obviously. You oversaturate your own market, because if everyone wants to remember between 2008, when the first Iron Man came out, and 2019, what made the movie so special was that there was only, I think towards the end, they maybe had 3 a year, but they had 1 to 2 per year, and they were the event that everyone went to, everyone looked for. Yes, you obviously had the storyline. We're building up to Thanos. We're building up to this big thing. So there's an anticipation aspect, but it's, hey, we only get 1 or 2 of these a year. We have to go do it. We have to re-see it. All that kind of stuff. But when you go into a cycle where you're always having access to Marvel, there's no more scarcity, right? So, and then it doesn't help that with the Disney Plus, Marvel set such a high standard for them of quality that now you bring that to a TV show where you don't have an hour to 2 hours to work with. You now have 8 to 10. And on top of that, you have a lower budget. And on top of that, it's characters I wouldn't say nobody gives a fuck about, because there's a huge fan base for Loki. That's the only one.
Okay, that's there. That's the only show. That's the only good show.
But
Daredevil, that's new.
But it's people. It's characters that people don't have as big attachment to as Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. Sure. So you have an issue where people don't care as much about these characters. You're making big introductions. You're making big storyline decisions like Kang in the Loki story. So So that's an issue. And then the final part that I'll say about the issue of Disney Plus is that it's a fixed revenue. You only get the revenue off of the subscriptions and then the ads. You're not getting a huge return like they were on the movies as you were on the streaming.
For sure.
So they're just hemorrhaging money. And then Star Wars is a whole other conversation, how they're losing money on that. But I mean, they've ruined Star Wars too. But now you enter Doomsday, which is a clear cash grab because they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr., they're bringing back Chris Evans.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a clear cash grab, and it's an accepted rumor that they're going to reset after Secret Wars. But, I mean, I'm sure Doomsday is going to look fine. I'm sure there's going to be shoddy CGI and whatever. I'm sure there's going to be cool moments. But actual substance of it, I mean, what I always go back to is Robert Downey went on Joe Rogan maybe a year or so after Endgame came out, maybe a little less, and Rogan's talking about him coming back, and Robert Downey's like, well, but wouldn't that, like, it would take a really good story and whatever to bring me back, but wouldn't that also sour the product? Wouldn't that also sour what they did in Endgame? And there is something to it, because as much as they want to say that Tony Stark is playing Victor Von Doom, he's not. He's playing a Tony Stark variant who probably changed his last name or whatever, decided to go evil instead of Iron Man.
No,
I guarantee you.
I've heard that he was adopted and he's really Doom.
That's what I've heard too.
And I've seen like a leaked script thing in the last 2 days where it says like, but I don't think it can be true because Ryan Reynolds isn't in this movie, right?
Yeah, he is.
He is?
He's supposed to be.
Okay, so apparently Doom takes off his mask and they're like, Ruffalo's like, oh, so the good guy's the bad guy, and then Deadpool's like, what a cash grab, all stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably in there somewhere. And then, like, I don't know, man. Like, the Doom bots are just going to be the Iron Army, but just Doctor Doom robots.
Yeah, but that's why I'm hoping that the Sentinels are really in it, because I think that's what's going to... Apparently, the Sentinels are going to destroy the X-Men's universe, and then he's going to take them to Battleworld or whatever. So
if I had to guess what they're doing with X-Men, that little shot of Cyclops is probably the Battle of Genosha.
Yeah.
Where they get wiped out.
For sure.
They have to
100%, yeah.
And then they have to retreat to the X-Men mansion, and then the X-Men mansion gets destroyed by Sentinels and Doctor Doom.
Okay.
And then somehow they get yanked out of 616 or out of that world into the 616 universe or whatever. I don't know, man. It's cool to see. Well, here's the issue.
We're going to get your boy Toby, probably, right?
Not till Secret Wars. Probably not till Secret Wars. But
so there's going to be no Spider-Man in this? Because they said that Tom Holland didn't.
So if Tom Holland's Spider-Man is in it, it's not going to be him without the mask and he's doing voiceover.
Okay.
If I had to guess, because the issue too,
or do they bring Andrew?
This movie got pushed back a year, so we're getting Spider-Man in July of this year, and then Doomsday is supposed to be the other way around. So who knows how the fuck that's supposed to go down? But I just, I don't know, man.
I'm excited for that. I'm just saying I'm excited for it.
I'm morbidly curious.
The other thing we'll end on this, and we'll end on this one. Sebastian Stan booked or got casted for Batman 2, and they're thinking he's going to be Two-Face.
I'm thinking Harvey Dent. Yeah, that's cool.
You think we're gonna get a Harvey Dent origin story, or we're gonna be like Matt Reeves, so he doesn't want any origin stories, and we're gonna get?
You can't just throw because Batman's still in year 3, I guess, at this point.
Because we're picking up right after.
Right.
This Batman 2 is going to start right after the end of Penguin.
Right, and I still haven't seen Penguin. I need to get around to it. But you can't just do Two-Face. You have to have the Harvey Dent part of it. Yeah. And they have no Harvey Dent in the first Robert Pattinson Batman. I think he's a great pick for it.
How does Harvey Dent, the original Harvey Dent, isn't he black?
No, so you're thinking of Tim Burton.
Okay, so the original Harvey Dent, how do they?
So he's
in the comics. How did they get him
so
Two-Face? Because Joker obviously does it.
So he's the district attorney, and they have one of the Falcone guys on the stand, and Batman's in the courtroom. It's in the fucking like 60s, so it's pretty corny. Like Batman's in the courtroom dressed up as Batman, and they have one of the Falcone guys or one of the I don't even know if it was Falcone back then, but it's one of the gang guys on the stand. Harvey Dent is questioning him, and the guy reaches into his pocket, pulls out a thing of acid, and throws it on Harvey Dent. Batman lunges in front of him and pulls up his cape, but it only blocks half of it, so it scars half of his face.
Okay.
And that's how you get Two-Face.
Okay, so...
But I think did you see Scarlett Johansson?
No.
Scarlett Johansson is rumored to be a part of the cast, and a lot of people are saying that she's going to be either Poison Ivy or she's going to be the Phantasm from Mask of the Phantasm.
That's better than Poison
Yes.
Ivy because we've already had a Poison Ivy. So let's do something because he's doing all new. You know what I mean? So
I hope it's the Mask of the Phantasm because
that'll be sick.
that's such a great animated movie, and if they can adapt the core parts of that
For sure.
into just, I want Pattinson to suffer, dude.
All right. Best Batman Pattinson, best Spider-Man, not Tom Holland. I don't know who
Toby.
it is for me.
It's Toby.
Yeah, Toby's good.
That's the answer. It's Toby. We can debate Batman, but Toby is Spider-Man.
Okay, second. So last thing I said we were going to end on this a minute ago. Is Google Maps and Siri and everything technically that we use on our phones all the time, it's been AI this whole time, right?
Advanced coding. It has AI injected into it now, but it's basically just advanced coding.
So it wasn't AI before. Like we haven't been using AI.
There's
this whole
AI
time.
aspects, but it's all advanced. It's advanced. I'm not going to pretend to be a know-it-all, but what I do know is it's all advanced coding, and then like the cookie sharing and the data sharing. That's
Yeah.
where. So it's like, so the GPS. Like if it was years ago, where like maybe 6 or 7 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago, where they added it into your phone. No, okay, maybe it was about 7 years ago, where they added it into your phone, where if you got texted an address and you pulled up Google Maps, it pulled it from your text messages and put it in there. So it's reading, it's sharing data, and then like that's how Google Maps knows if there's a traffic jam. Is because all of the phones stopped in
right
one
there,
area.
yeah.
So yeah, what
Okay.
made you think of that?
Because me and Des were arguing on the way over here. I was saying because she was talking shit about AI, and I was like, Google Maps and shit you use all the time is AI.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I'm sure it depends on what your definition of AI is because
Yeah.
you could extrapolate down from there, but it's basically been advanced coding that over the last 5 years has been injected with AI.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so nerds, we nerded out for a second. January 24th, first show here at Two Cranes Bistro and Brew. We're turning this into a comedy room. I was telling them I how do you say it? I volunteered myself for a very big thing, and we're gonna start an open mic over here. We're gonna do it on Thursdays, even if it's just me and Noah telling jokes every time.
Yep.
I hate all the open mics. I hate all the other comics at the open mics. I hope you guys watch this. So I'm starting my own, and we're gonna do it here just like I did with everything else. Shout out to Devin, dude. He's gonna cut these things for us. Yeah, hell yeah. Because that's going to make it way better in here. Food's awesome here. Drinks are awesome here. We're going to make a good show for you guys. That's been Last Laugh, the podcast, episode 14 with Noah Vargas.
Happy to do it, dude.
Yeah, shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to Luna Leaf, El Palenque, The Butcher, Strange Kind Ballooning. Love you, Last Laugh fam. We'll see you on the 24th.
Peace.